Alright, so training starting in September. Do some open houses. I may not. Might just make some videos and then people could send in their questions and I'll answer them. The style that we train with is, people ask if it's Chinese, Ayurvedic, Western, all different things. But this is what I always say. How we train is we train on the foundation of everything, right? We train on the foundation of the universe, which is, 5 things. We know that for the universe to be here, planet to be here, we need water, we need fire, we need earth, we need air, and for all of that to exist and be here and happen, we need space for it to be here, right? So we keep it simple because the body is nature also, the body is the universe. So when we train, we don't train to the point where we have to reconnect with anything. We are it, so we just need to know how to transform it. And that's where we come in and we start looking at the body for what it is, the energy that it is, which is the universe. And with the whole process, we learn about herbs, but most of it is observation. We do cover what is taught, what you could research and find, to the point where we actually get to that point where we start seeing things for what they are. The training, we break it down to 6 months, right? It's going to be what? I'm still working on either 2 or 3 days a week, a couple hours each session, and it's just about doing the readings and being up to date. So when we do meet, we could have good conversation, good questions, stuff like that. We could do assignments and do reports on it. That way they actually sharing their experience and they're actually experiencing stuff. When it comes to teas, herbs and stuff, we learn a lot about them and we learn a lot of herbs, but we it's more about action. So we drink a lot of teas. Sometimes we drink a different tea every week. Sometimes you get to choose the tea you want, the herb that you want to drink. You have to get at least 3 plants. You get them 3 plants and you build relationships with them, because that's what we want. What we are doing as we drink the teas, as we train, is energizing the body. Remember, energy is something you could only feel, you cannot see. You could see the effects of it, but we don't see the electricity running through the power lines. But if you go touch that shit, what will happen? You will definitely feel it. So all we're doing is energizing the body to the point where we feel more. So when someone comes to you, even before they come to you, right? But you could actually feel what's going on. And how we're going to do that is train the body also to start seeing energy as it is, as it moves around. I always say you could know all the herbs in the world, but if you don't really understand how the body functions, then you're doing halfway. You could be doing halfway work. Body function is 90%, and then the herbs is the extra icing on the cake. What we see as we train, we go along and get a better understanding of food and stuff like that, because we need to fuel the body instead of feed the body. The more we fuel the body, the more energy it gets, the more energy it could produce. And when the energy is flowing through the body without any blockages, then you don't have pain, you don't have injuries, you don't have so-called sickness and all of that. when it comes to, we do cover food because, you know, we don't like to count calories and all that shit. We love to energize the body and feel good while doing it. So we look at food for what it should be, fuel. I don't teach anything because I can't teach you what you already know, right? Everybody was born knowing this, and due to the fact that we were taught so much, we stray away from it. So basically what's happened is the mind and the body is very, very far apart. There's only two things, the mind and the body, the seen and the unseen. And that's all we work with. And when we look at those two things and we put them together, they become one. And with that oneness, now the energy flows. Because, so what I would do in the upcoming few days is see if I could get some of the past trainees who training now to share some of the thoughts with us. You know, see if they could give more insight of how the training was, you know, what you could experience, and or what you should expect, and what else, boy. Yeah, that's about it. For the 6 months, as I said, we train hard. You gotta make time. You gotta make time to read up the work. Try and make these discussions. You know, we have a private chat where everybody just, you know, sending pictures of different things and commenting on different plans and comment on it and all of that. So we do all of that. It's an online training, of course, and how we do that is by action. So we might meet for 6 hours a week, but all those rest of hours is where you train. But heal people that say, nah, we don't heal, the body heals itself, so we don't heal nobody. Straight off the bat, let me get rid of that. So we don't even use the word heal, right? We just talk about energizing the body, because all we're dealing with is energy at the end of the day. And we have to be able to recognize it, identify it, and you can't control it, but you could assist it. And you could direct the flow, right? But you can't control it. Just know that you cannot control it. If we could have controlled it, then what would have happened? We'd have been able to teach nature what to do and when to do it. And clearly, no man on earth or anywhere else, no one could do that. So, at the end of the day, when we look at the body and we see that the body, the energy that the body is, then we should know that controlling it is something that has to be taught.